America's team. Uh, they've been a good regular season team, but they've had their playoff failures. Will this be the year for them Cowboys, or will it be another year of watching the VHS Super Bowls? Week 1, I have them beating the Giants. Week 2, I have them beating the Jets. Week 3, I have them beating the Cardinals. Week 4, I have them beating the Patriots. And then week 5, getting revenge on the 49ers to be 5-0 through week 5. Shout out to Dallas. But they do lose to the Chargers. But they come back, get a win against the Rams, lose to the Eagles, lose to the Giants, beat the Panthers, lose to Washington, lose to Seattle, beat the Eagles, beat the Bills, lose to the Dolphins, and then finish the season on a 2-game win streak, beating the Lions and beating Washington, to give them a record of 11-6, second place in the NFC East. Maybe, like, just looking at it, maybe I'm a little high, but this has been a team who has done well in the regular season, as I said. 11-6 doesn't mean, Super Bowl. It's definitely a very good record, but we know how the Cowboys can get. So we'll see. We'll see. I think Dak is all right. I think CeeDee Lamb's doing his thing. Micah Parsons is coming into his own.
Did they lose anyone other than Zeke this season?
Yeah, no more Zeke. I don't think anybody crazy. They even got
No.
their tight end back, Dalton Schultz. They even got him back. And they added, I think, Stephon Gilmore, right?
Yeah, they
Yeah, I learned about that.
Gilmore. Did
Oh,
they
and
add
Brandon
receiver?
Cooks.
Yeah.
Oh, and they got Brandon Cooks. So, I mean, yeah, 11-6. We'll see, though. They are the Cowboys.
True.
Jimmy,
All
what are you
right.
thinking?
They are the Cowgirls for a
Oh,
reason.
the
But I
Cowgirls.
have them beating the Giants, losing to the Jets, beating the Cardinals, beating the Patriots, losing to the 49ers, losing to the not Chiefs, the Chargers. They're on the bye week. Enjoy it because they're gonna come back and beat the Rams, lose to the Eagles, beat the Giants for a sweep, uh, beat the Panthers, beat the Commanders, beat the Seahawks, beat the Eagles at home. So what? That's a nice little 5-win streak right there. Week 15, they got to lose to the Bills, bounce back and beat the Dolphins. Lose to the Lions though, but end the season off with a win against the Commanders for a sweep for the second best record in their division at 11-6.
Hey, big 11-6. Brendan, don't fuck it up.
Also, I will not be drafting Dak Prescott anymore in fantasy.
Yeah, you've
I
had a
learned
tough
my
luck.
lesson. Yeah, for the last 2 seasons, so I'm good.
Yeah, it's very tough.
That is crazy. All right. Well, I have the Dallas Cowboys starting off very well to the season. I have them beating the Giants, beating the Jets, beating the Cardinals, beating the Patriots, beating the 49ers, beating the Chargers, and after the bye week, beating the Rams to be 8-0. But then they lose to the Eagles, they lose to the Giants, and then they get upset by the Panthers. And then after that, though, they beat the Commanders, beat the Seahawks, beat the Eagles, but then they lose to the Bills, beat the Dolphins, beat the Lions, then lose to the Commanders that last week of the season. But they finish 12-5,
Ooh.
first place in the NFC East, continuing the tradition of I don't know how many years of the NFC East having a different champion. Eagles fans, if you're watching this, before you get your pitchforks at me, make sure you watch our Eagles prediction video. You'll see how it's interesting. But I think the Cowboys are gonna be at very least regular season demons again. I like the additions they made: Brandon Cooks, Stephon Gilmore, like we mentioned. I don't know if this is gonna translate in the playoffs. I know it's always like, haha, they won't. Like they're the Cowboys, they choke. But I don't know. Maybe something's gotta give. I don't know. We'll have to see. But for now, I do think they continue with the regular season Riz, and I have them pretty good winning their division.
Man said regular season Riz. Tried to sneak that in there.
Steven.
Hell yeah.
He has them losing to the Giants week 1, but then beating the Jets, beating the Cardinals, beating the Patriots, beating the 49ers, losing to the Chargers, after the bye week, beating the Rams, losing to the Eagles, beating the Giants, losing to the Panthers, beating the Commanders, beating the Seahawks, losing to the Eagles, getting swept by the Eagles,
Rough.
losing to the Bills, beating the Dolphins, and then losing to the Lions, and then losing to the Commanders for a record of 9-8, the lowest on the Cowboys. Third place in the NFC East. So probably not the happiest the Cowboy fans, but hey, we were all pretty positive. So it can't all be winners. Gotta get some variety in here too. Like if we all have the same record,
You know
like,
why? What is this, therapy? Right? What is it, therapy in New York?
Is that a duck on your hat?
What? A snowman? But I mean, yeah, we'll see if it is another year of one and done for the Cowboys, or if they will finally at least reach the NFC Championship. We've talked about it. They've been a good team for this long now. I feel like eventually something's got to give. Like eventually they're going to, break the hump. Yeah, you would think. Even the Cubs did it, So we'll see. But yeah, still, I think a solid team.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning. These ladies know